Well,
Do you see these two
I was-
little black points on the whiteboard?
yeah, I
Well,
was
show you
catching
what
up
it is.
with tool carriages, modelling, and
It's,
hobbies. And hobbies, yeah. I was catching up with tools, carriages, modelling, and hobbies. I was thinking to myself,
and this spanner
look,
fits.
how can I...
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks for watching.
Reggie's
Bye-bye.
Micro. So I was thinking to myself, how can I answer in a interesting and an entertaining way? Well, the only way you can do it is go bigger and better. Bigger and better. So, you know, I have odd bolts and I have odd nuts. Now don't start. Okay, I am the biggest nut in the whole place, but that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, so I thought I would give you all a bit of a challenge. What is the biggest bolts that you have? What is the biggest bolt that you have? We've got one here, just under a foot. That's about the longest bolt I've got. But as far as size-wise, as far as nut size-wise, I've got some pretty big ones. I thought these were pretty big. At 1 inch, 2.25 inches, just under. This has got to be the biggest nut. It's 2.5 inches. Yeah. How many millimeters? 66, 65, 64 millimeters. That's got to be a 64 millimeter. My 2 inch, the biggest socket I've got is 2 inch, and that don't fit. You don't fit inside the 2 inch socket. And then, the next biggest one I've got is this one, and it's 50 millimeters, and it don't go nowhere near 50 millimeters. Now, no cheating and running off to find some big nuts, but actually, where the hell would you even begin to start to look? Look at this one here. Look at this monster here. This one is, let's give it a measure. Let's give it a bit of a measure. This one is 9 inches. 9 inches long. And the nut size on the end, is the same. Is 56, 57. Now the only things I've got is adjustable spanners to fit. But anyway, without cheating and running off to your nearest hardware store, good luck with that. What's the biggest nut and bolt that you've got? And what's the biggest nut and bolt that you've got in any form of, you know, you might have a one-off one, but what's the biggest nuts and bolts you've got in any sort of there's another jar over there, in any sort of volume, like half a dozen of them or whatever. Anyway, I thought I would just, for the sake of entertainment and answering the question.
And this spanner fits.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed for the shout out. And there's a challenge for you. What's the biggest? So if that is the smallest that we can find, what is the biggest you can find? Because remember, big is always beautiful. You only have to look at the wife for that.